Hey beautiful, welcome back to video number 3 in this 3-part video series. In this video we're going to talk about confidence, energy, and charisma and voice. So first of all, one thing I know I've kind of touched on confidence in all of these videos, but I want to tell you about something that I do to really boost my confidence, because I am someone who has struggled with self-esteem and self-worth issues, and I think we just don't give ourselves credit enough for the things that we do. So I created this kind of like mini wall of fame for myself, and I take screen caps of compliments I've gotten online or client testimonials, or I'll write a list of like big accomplishments I've had, and I have a file of it on my computer. I also have a physical box where I put it in there, and anytime I'm feeling bad about myself, I literally go back to my confidence box and I read through everything to remind myself, because we are the first person to be the hardest on ourselves. If you're really struggling with it, you really have to like break those patterns. Almost like when you wake up every morning, read your wall of fame, read those compliments, retell yourself all those amazing things that you have done. That has been so huge for me. I'm like the first person to have not acknowledged all the things that I've accomplished in my life. So that's my tip number 1. So let's now dive into some aspects of the voice. The voice, we talked a lot about crafting your message. What's actually going to carry your message is your voice. So whether you're speaking on a podcast, on a live stream, or on a video, your voice is going to reveal everything. The energy you put out there, people will receive it. I'm sure you can even feel the energy right now as I'm sending it to you. And you can probably feel the moments, even yourself, when you're speaking and your energy is low, and you're unsure of yourself, or when you're super like fired up and passionate about your message, your energy is going to be higher and it's going to be contagious. Why is your voice so important? It's really the thing that's going to captivate your audience and keep them on the edge of their seats, wanting to hear more. If your voice is shaky, cracky, high pitch, out of pitch, people are not going to trust you, because it's all in your voice. That's how you're going to lay that foundation of trust with people. I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you've heard someone talking and you just thought like their voice is so annoying or something like that, and it's like you can't even listen to what they're saying because their voice is annoying, or they're not grounded in their voice, or they're not confident in their voice. So what we want to do is get really grounded. I'm like half laughing right now because I just want to be transparent. Like, I've worked with a voice coach for so long, and there's moments even myself where I'm speaking and I lose track of what I'm saying because I'm not grounded, I'm not focused on what it is I'm saying. To connect with your message, you have to get out of your head and just into your heart and let it flow. So, 2 things that can really throw you off your game. It's when you're not connected, and when you're doing like you're thinking, you're gonna lose your audience. When you're doing when you're transitioning sentences, you're gonna lose your audience. It's gonna take away from your credibility. It's gonna be distracting for the listener, the viewer as well. But let's talk about some grounding things. This is probably like the number 1 thing I have to work on. And typically when I'm gonna do a podcast interview, or even a live stream, or a recorded video such as this one, I have some rituals that I put in place. So there's different ways you can go about with your script. Some people need sticky notes, some people can just kind of like improvise. I personally have my iPad here, and I have just like jotted notes that I've written down. But before this, in the morning, I put on some music. I was kind of like dancing around to just like really get my energy up, because I want to be kind of like vibrating at the highest level possible so I can convey that energy to you as well. So listening to some super pump up music, Brittany Spears of the 90s, anything that's just gonna get you super high vibe. And then the other thing is to calm yourself. So meditating before you go live, before you go on video, to just clear out all of the noise in your head, and you can do a guided meditation. There's actually a guided meditation I've included in this video series to just really get you focused. But I want to tell you this one exercise that I do that my vocal coach taught me. So what does grounding mean? It means getting into a state of connectedness and focus. So one thing I do before I'm ever recording or going live is, now I'm on a couch, this is not the best example, but if you're sitting on a flat chair, so don't do it on a bed or a couch like this, you put your hands below your bum and you just start to speak, just start to rehearse your lines, and you'll feel the energy in your body getting completely recalibrated. I can actually feel it right now. Like my voice is going up and straight out, and I'm not using like these distracting hand gestures, which I tend to use sometimes, but it's really, really gonna help you connect your audience and compel your audience and captivate them to really, listen to you. And this is one thing I find that people on live streams, of course it's important to want to feel real and be authentic, but when you're walking around your home or you're doing your makeup or you're doing something distracted, you're not looking at the camera, you're not going to be like, this is how you connect with your audience, is by like being in this high vibe state, recalibrating your energy. And that's how you're going to get people to believe in your mission. People believe in your mission and your passion when that's what you're exuding from you. So anyways, I encourage you to try this technique where you sit on your hands like this, and it's really going to create that mind-body connection. Another way to do it, if that doesn't work, if you feel like you're kind of like wiggling around, is, when you think of like grounding, you're putting your feet on the ground, you're connecting to the source, the energy. Like if you think of, I'm like bringing up high school like physics here, science of some sort. Like when you think of a light bulb, when you plug it in, there's the two prongs, and one of them is going to be, or two of them, whatever, is going to be connected to the earth, to the source. So you put your feet flat on the ground and you put your hands up against the wall like this, and you practice your speech like this. So you have all four arms, legs completely connected to the wall, and you practice your speech, and you can put your lines there and say them, or you can just like freely speak them, and you'll notice your energy is going to be calibrated like forward like this. So you can practice that way, and then go live, hit live, do that podcast, do this live video, and yeah. Wrapping up, I would love for you to stay in touch. If you've liked this video, share it, hit reply, let me know what your biggest takeaway has been. We've covered a lot of things, from brand story to confidence to energy to voice to how to show up on video. I have, a lot of things in the works right now. I would love for you to, go to my Facebook page, like me, sign up for my newsletter. You might already be on my newsletter if you're watching this. And just keep your eyes peeled, because in your inbox, I'm going to be sending out an amazing offer that I'm so freaking jazzed and excited about. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And I'll talk to you later. Bisous from Paris. Ciao, ciao.